it! Lays it up. Got it! Three-pointer try. Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School basketball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A. Andrew Carter along with Sam Branch here from Armuchee High School in this preseason matchup. Sam, this is where it all kind of began last year as the Cedartown Bulldogs began their turnaround last season and made the playoffs last year after a winless season the season before. The starting lineups are about to be introduced for the Cedartown Bulldogs. They're wearing the same away uniforms as they had last year. Starting for Cedartown will be the senior Hayden Rittenhouse, number 1, followed by number 2, another senior, Thomas Robertson. Also number 4 is Zane Diamond Paisley, a talented sophomore. And number 12, Colton Prather, the 5'11 junior. And number 32, Keenan Price, junior, 6'5". And Sam, you were talking about how this Bulldog team, while we are missing our football players right now who are still in the playoffs, thank goodness, we've got a few taller guys to kind of equal out Quinlan Cawthorn, who we won't see until his season is concluded with Cedartown football.
Yeah, Price is one of those. He comes in, like you said, at 6'5". He's going to give you a lot of height. You're also going to get some height out of Zane Diamond Paisley. He's going to be another tall kid for you. We've got number 2, Will Pethel. He will get the start for Armuchee. Also going to be number 12, Alaric Wood, going to get the start. Senior guard number 22, Colton McBurnett, starting for the Indian squad. Number 24, Jackson Hightower, the senior center, will get the start as well.
And at guard, senior number 30.
And wrapping up their starting 5 will be the senior guard, number 30, Trenton Cawthorn. So that'll be your starting 5 for the Armuchee Indians, who are wearing their home white uniforms with Armuchee in blue block on top, and then the numbers in the middle, and then Indians underneath. Uniforms all white, trimmed in blue.
Sam, this was an emotional game here last year. Cedartown, just at the very last minute, was able to pull away and pick up the victory, their first win of the season last year, and it propelled them to a great year. Tipping in the line will be number 32, Keenan Price for Cedartown, and number 30, Trenton Cawthorn. And to tell you all about it, the play-by-play story, Mr. Sam Branch, the great.
Thank you, Andrew, and we are ready to get underway here at Armuchee High School. An announcement from the PA man, and now we are ready to go. The tip is up, and it'll go to the Bulldogs. It'll be Thomas Robertson, quickly gives to Prather. Prather going to work to the middle of the floor, bring it across the timeline. Right side, Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse on the wing. He'll come back to the left. It's stolen. Broken up, and it's going to be Pethel. Pethel is going to try to dish underneath. Off the back glass, and that one is good from number 30, Trenton Cawthorn. A good transition basket for Armuchee. Puts the Indians on top 2-0. Prather across the timeline, working the far side. He's going to go to his right. Now he's going to just drive the lane off the glass. No good. He was fouled going up. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Will Pethel picks up the foul for the Armuchee Indians. By the way, Pethel, grandson of longtime high school basketball official Stan Pethel, who was in attendance tonight.
First one up off the front of the rim. No good. Just short.
He is not officiating tonight. That would be
just a spectator tonight.
Just a spectator.
Second one on the way from Prather. This one does find its way home, and the Bulldogs cut the lead in half. Now 2-1 with right at 7:30 left to play. It'll be Trenton Cawthorn for the Indians across the timeline. Going to work to his left, far side of the court for the Dogs. Armuchee working from left to right on your radio dial. Steal there by Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley drives, and that one is blocked from behind. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll remain Cedartown basketball.
Trenton Cawthorn there blocks it for the Indians out of bounds. Cedartown will have it with 30 on the shot clock.
Inbounds pass will come from Prather. Prather dishes underneath to Price. Price takes it immediately up and is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And that time they're going to get Sam number 12, I think 12.
Yeah, but Lyric Wood, I believe, is the call, and it is. So that will send Kenyon Price to the free throw line for the first time. First shot on the way from the tall young man is up off the back of the iron and then catches the front of the iron, rolls in good. And we're tied here with 7:16 left, 2-2. Early preseason action here for the Dogs on the road. Having a little bit of a uniform adjustment for a few of the players. You got to remember, you got to keep those jerseys tucked in, fellas. Price getting set for his second free throw attempt. Number 2 is on the way, and it is going to be no good. Lane violation would have been called off anyways, so it will be Armuchee basketball. Cedartown into a full court press. They'll check it in to get it to Cothran. Cothran is going to try to work around Diamond Paisley. Picks him up right there. They do get it across the timeline. Going to work to the left side. Weak side 3 on the way. No good. Rebound by Price. The big man goes up and gets his first rebound of the season. You're going to see a lot of that.
We're already seeing his value down low.
Robertson's going to fire 3 from the corner. No good. Tipped away by Price. Prather comes away with it. That shot is no good.
It was partially blocked as well by Armuchee. Their defense pretty tough too, Sam. 2-2 tie.
Wood to the right side. They go to Cothran. Cothran top of the key with 1 foot on the line. That one is in and out. No good. Rebound in the corner. Tracked down by Armuchee. They'll fire the long ball. No good as well. And then that one is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Cedartown basketball with 6:33 remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, Pethel got the rebound, but his foot was on the line. And Cedartown will have it.
It'll be Colton Prather bringing it down the floor for Cedartown, working on the far side. He's going to go to Diamond Paisley. Diamond Paisley's going to work to his left. Now they'll give it off to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse on the left wing. Top of the key, right side now to Paisley. The handoff. Now he's going to drive the lane from the free throw line. Off the back of the iron, no good. Price comes away with the rebound, and he was fouled.
Yes, he was. We'll check the foul.
It'll be on the floor.
Yeah.
There was a 4 held up, so it's got to be on number 24, Jackson Hightower.
Yes.
And that's his first. Prather will inbound it from the baseline. Checks it in, goes to Rittenhouse. Fires the immediate 3, and it's good from the long ball. Hayden Rittenhouse puts the Bulldogs on top 5-2.
Hayden is your three-point machine, Sam. He is, when he gets open like that, he is just about automatic.
You've got 2 really good three-point shooters on the floor for Cedartown at the same time when you have Rittenhouse along with Robertson on the floor. Robertson with a steal, and then he is pushed.
He
went to the floor hard.
Foul called on number 22 for Armuchee.
That's going to be Colton McBurnett. That'll be his first, 4th team foul on Armuchee, and Cedartown will inbound it from the far sideline. Inbound pass is going to go to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse from just inside the arc has it stripped away. Falls trying to save it. Picked up by Armuchee. They'll go ahead now to Pethel. Pethel going to drive in the lane, gets caught up, has to kick it out. They'll go to number 22, McBurnett. McBurnett tries to drive. He has to kick out. Now a jumper from Cothran is good. He's got the only points on the board so far for Armuchee, and it's 5-4, a one-point game.
Sam, last year Cothran was a thorn in our side. If you recall, he was the one who kept on getting Armuchee back in the game every time we tried to pull away.
Kick out goes to Robertson. Robertson goes to Prather. Prather's going to drive the lane. A good stutter step. Digged underneath. Couldn't get that one to go, though, and the rebound is picked up by Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse goes back to Prather with it. Prather, the 3 is no good. And it'll be Armuchee basketball, and we've got he carried the ball. Palmed it, if you will, so that'll be a turnover for Armuchee in the lane, and Cedartown will get the ball back.
5:01 to play here in the first. Cedartown leads 5-4.
Coming in for Cedartown. Rittenhouse is checked out as well as Price. Inbounds pass goes to Prather. Prather gives to Robertson. Robertson goes ahead to Diamond Paisley, the 2-head jam. Zane Diamond Paisley.
Get used to that, ladies and gentlemen.
Preseason fireworks already from that young man. 7-4, a 3-point lead for the Dogs. It'll be Pethel on the other side. He's going to try to dish underneath. They tried to give it under the basket to McBurnett, and it's out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by a Cedartown Dogs. It'll stay with the guys in white and blue.
That was close, but the official down low had the best look at that, and he made the call.
It'll be McBurnett. He'll inbound it from the baseline. And the check-in will go towards the top of the key. He'll fire a 3 immediately is Wood. No good. Rebound taken by Prather for the Bulldogs. He's going to drive it down the floor. Dish over. Oh, and it is stolen right away from number 10. Jamarius Woodall, a new name to this Bulldog lineup. Pass goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Cedartown basketball. Prather will inbound it.
Sam, for the longest time, we really didn't have anybody over 6 feet tall. Now we've got like 5 over 6 feet. That's really great to see.
That'll be Jacavian Woodall. The pass outside to Diamond Paisley. Fires a 2 off the back of the glass. No good. Surprised they didn't get that one from hitting the top of the backboard.
And on that same play right there, Armuchee tried to save it from going out of bounds, and the man had his foot on the line. Cedartown will have it, and the inbounds pass is blocked out of bounds by the Dogs, so we'll have another chance to do it. Number 1 comes into the ball game, checking in for number 12 for the Armuchee Indians.
Inbounds pass will come from Prather on the baseline, right underneath the Cedartown basket. Gonna check it in. 3 on the way from Woodall, no good. Rebound by Prather. Prather kicks out to Robertson. Robertson comes into the lane, 2 feet inside the arc and gets that one to go. He was fouled, but no call. He wanted it, but he's not going to get it. But the Bulldogs now extend the lead by 5. It's 9-4.
Good shot there by Thomas, able to get open there. The 15-foot jumper was perfect. And, we stole it away, but they're going to call a foul on number 10 for the Cedartown Bulldogs. Jamarius Woodall, the senior for Cedartown, on his first.
Yeah, that's going to be first team foul for the Bulldogs, so Armuchee will check it in right by the Cedartown bench. The inbounds pass will go to Pethel. Pethel right at the Armuchee A. Going to go to his left side, going to try to work around Prather. And dish, it's broken up there by Robertson. Robertson gets it over, and they are going to call Zane Diamond Paisley on the double.
He's kind of confused. I was like, what did I do? But Sam, just like Cedartown football, known for their defense, this Bulldogs basketball team already showing their prowess on the Big D.
Inbounds pass will come from the baseline. They go to Pethel. Pethel fires a 3. It's short. Rebounded underneath by number 1, Burke, and they're going to get a foul called on Cedartown, and they'll send them to the stripe. It's going to be on Woodall.
Jamarius Woodall with his second foul. Second team foul for the Dogs here in this first period. Again, don't forget, in high school basketball, they reset the fouls after every period, not every half like it has been forever and ever. First free throw is going to roll in there. For a moment there, it didn't look like it was going to fall, but it does find the net.
Hayden Rittenhouse is going to come in for Jamarius Woodall, who will go to the bench with 2 fouls. Second free throw attempt on the way from Burke, off the back of the iron, no good. It out of bounds, rolled around, and they're going to say off Cedartown, so it'll be Armuchee basketball, and I think they're right.
Yeah, I think so too. It was there was nobody with red jerseys around there, and it kind of deflected off of the hip of one of our guys.
Inbounds pass will come from the baseline. It's going to be McBurnett. He'll check it into Pethel. Pethel to the left side to Cawthorn. Cawthorn to the long 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound is taken by Thomas Robertson, and a foul on Armuchee.
Yeah, I think they're going to get number 1 on that foul on the reach over. Yep. It will be his foul, number 1.
That's Owen Burke. That is his first.
4 team fouls already for the Indians. And here comes number 3 into the ballgame now, Owen Burke.
Robertson will go to the free throw line.
1-1.
Should be team foul number 5 for Armuchee. The scoreboard only shows 4, but it should be 5. I think they're going to have a check with the scores table.
No, it still says 4.
Oh, now they're trying to change the score on them.
Yep, there it goes.
There we are, and we're good to go now.
Dogs lead by 4. 9-5.
Robertson trying to add to that 4-point lead, Andrew, here at the charity stripe. This young man can hit the long ball. A really good shooter for Cedartown. First one on the way. It is up, and it is good. And he made me out to be true and not a liar there. 10-5 the score. Cedartown,
made you look good.
Yeah, leads by 5. Looks like, again, we're having a equipment malfunction. Preseason for both teams, still trying to get into the swing of things. The second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. Rattles around the iron and finds its way home. And it's a 6-point lead for Cedartown as we're coming up on 3:30 left to play in the first period. 11-5 is your score. Pethel across the Armuchee A. He's going to work to the right side. On the right wing now, picked up his dribble. Got to have some help. They get it to Hightower. Hightower goes outside. They'll go back to Pethel with it. Top of the key. He's going to pull the straightaway 3. No good. Rebound taken by Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley will give it up to Prather. Prather going to work the far side of the court. They'll go to Woodall. Woodall goes back to Prather. A hot pass in and out of his hands, but Prather tracks down the loose ball. Right side now to Rittenhouse. Coming off the left wing. Drive. Underneath dish to Woodall. On the baseline. Good.
Yeah, it was a pretty shot there by Woodall. Jacavian Woodall, the senior, 6'1", able to kind of sideways lay that thing in. 13-5 and a steal.
Zane Diamond Paisley with it. He's going to drive, and he is fouled hard there by Cothran as he was going to go up and have the easy lay-in. A smart foul there by Cothran, and that will send Zane Diamond Paisley to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, Sam, you know, it's a new region for Cedartown this year. A lot of 5A schools that were 5A schools last year, now 4A schools this year. Region schedule starting in December. And this team already looking really good right now. First free throw is up and in there by Zane Diamond Paisley.
We do not have very many games before we hit into that region schedule, and some of those games are going to be tournament games. Of course, we'll have the Haralson County tournament right there after Christmas. Also a earlier season game, tournament there at Gordon. Is it Gordon Central?
Yeah.
Second one on the way from Diamond Paisley, and it is good.
And I think there's also some for the girls' separate locations, I think at maybe at Daresville as well. That's going to be forced out of bounds by the Dogs, so it will be an inbounds pass coming in front of the Cedartown bench for the Indians. No, it's going to be Cedartown ball. They're going to change their mind. Now we have a timeout call this time, so 2:47 to play. Cedartown up by 10. Let's take this 30-second break. We'll be back after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
2:47 to play here in the first period. Cedartown leads 15-5. And Armuchee will have the inbounds pass after Cedartown forced it out.
It'll be Buffington that'll check it in for the Indians. He's going to go to Pethel right at the top of the key. Will Pethel now going to work to his left side, tries to work around Prather, has to give it back up. Now they'll go over to the right side. They were trying to get it to Owen Burke, and it is out of bounds. And a good defensive stand by the Cedartown defense will force the turnover.
Yeah, nobody was home over there in the corner. Cedartown deep asserting themselves here late in the first.
Colton Prather will bring it across the stripe. Going to work to his left side. Dishes it over to Woodall. Woodall will go to Diamond Paisley. He's going to drive from just inside the arc, and that one is good.
Yes, sir.
Zane Diamond Paisley has the hot hand for the Bulldogs tonight, and Cedartown is up 17-5. The inbounds pass, it'll go into Wood. Wood's going to give it right back to Pethel.
ZDP had such a great freshman year last year, and he is really showing that he's grown even more so as he starts his sophomore campaign.
Over to the left side, trying to work off the wing. Rittenhouse picks up Pethel. They'll have to come back to the center of the floor to Cothran. Cothran top of the key over to the right side to Buffington. Buffington now goes to the left side to Pethel. Pethel going to give it up to Cothran. Cothran in the corner, going to work it back off the wing. It's knocked away by Zane Diamond Paisley, out of bounds off of Armuchee. Cedartown basketball.
I'm telling you, Cedartown's D is just playing lights out right now. Only giving up 5 points to this point. A minute 50 to play here in the first quarter. 17-5 lead for the Dogs.
Jacavian Woodall will check it in there to Zane Diamond Paisley. Top of the key, right side, they'll go to Robertson. Robertson's going to try to work around his defender, has to give it to Price. Then the handoff back to Robertson. They try to feed it. Rittenhouse picks up the loose ball, and he is fouled.
Looks like they're going to get number 4 on the foul. He was on the floor, and yep, they will get him for the push.
They were trying to work it back to Price. It was knocked away by an Armuchee defender, but it went right to Hayden Rittenhouse, who would take it up strong and draw the foul. His first free throw attempt, in and out, no good.
Well, you know, Rittenhouse, right place, right time. Look what I found.
Rittenhouse from the strike. Second free throw attempt is up, and it is good. So Rittenhouse 1 for 2 on that trip and extends the lead out to 18-5. Cedartown on top. It'll be Wood. He's going to try to drive for the Indians. Picks up his dribble, left side. A jumper from the lane, no good. And it's going to be Rittenhouse with the defensive board, and he's going to drive it down.
We got away with a foul down there on the rebound.
They go to Price underneath. Knocked away by Armuchee. And it's going to be number 22, McBurnett. He's going to drive it up far side of the court. Turn. has to have some help, and it's going to be Cothran. Cothran drives, loose ball, picked up by Robertson, but they're going to say he was on the line, and so it will stay Armuchee basketball. Again, Cedartown defense playing extremely stingy right now, and Zane Diamond Paisley is going to get a breather as Colton Prather is going to check back in for the Dogs. 1:07 left to play here in the first period. The inbounds pass will come off the baseline from Armuchee. They get it out to Wood. Wood is going to try to split two defenders, goes up against Woodall, and he gets that one to fall.
That's their first points in quite some time. 18-7.
It'll be Prather on the near side. Now he's going to work back to his right, middle of the floor. He'll kind of work off of the wing, now back to the left side. Directing traffic, getting Robertson on the cut. There on the baseline, loses it, gets it back to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse going to drive the baseline off the glass. Look at what I found. My goodness, that should have been a turnover. Instead, it turned into 2 points for the Dogs, and it's 20-17.
You know, the Dogs are missing three normal starters. That's a layup in there for Armuchee. Number 3 gets it in there. That's Buffington. 20-9, but I'm telling you, Cedartown playing like everybody's here.
It'll be Prather slowing down the offense with only 15 clicks on the clock left.
I mean, imagine when we get Quinlan and Isaiah and Davion back.
Prather tries to work through the double team, goes to Thomas Robertson. The 3 off the side of the iron, no good. Price came down with the rebound, had it knocked away.
It's going to be Armuchee basketball.
So lost out of bounds by the Bulldogs. The Indians will get it back with 4.2 left to play here in the first period. It'll be Carter Griffin who's going to fire the long 3, and he had time, but it will not fall. Cedartown with a big first quarter of play on top, 20-9 against Armuchee after 1 period of play. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Cedartown Bulldogs lead at 20-9 as we begin the second period of play. Armuchee will have the inbounds pass at half court, and we are ready to go.
Inbounds pass will go into Pethel. Pethel at the Armuchee 8 and work to the right side now. Prather will pick him up in the half court. Now they'll go over to Cothran. Cothran underneath the basket off the back glass, and that one is good.
Yeah, in traffic, able to get that one to go.
Trenton Cothran with 6 of Armuchee's 11 points. Prather, right side to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse in front of the Armuchee bench. He's going to work back to the middle of the floor, and they're going to have a foul on the floor.
Maybe an illegal screen.
And it's going to be against Price.
Yeah, I think they got Price for an illegal screen. That'll be his first foul.
7:36 left to play here in this first half of action. 20-11 your score. Dogs on top. It'll be Pethel. Again, now he's going to go to the left side on this one. The handoff goes to Cothran. Cothran, straightaway center field 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Nobody's home for the rebound. Armuchee tried to save it off the fingertips of Colton McBurnett as he almost did a little pirouette there in the out-of-bounds spot. So he will turn it over, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
I like what you did there. Maybe.
Maybe. Prather with it. The Armuchee logo. Working to his right side. He goes to Robertson. Robertson will go back to Prather. Prather to the left side now to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse top of the key. They go to Prather, back to Rittenhouse. Fires a 3. The long ball is good.
Perfect.
Hayden Rittenhouse hits from deep, and it's 23-11.
Dogs looking like they're a well-oiled machine here early.
Pethel with it, left side. They're going to try to force it underneath on the cut on the baseline. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Indians. It'll be Cedartown basketball with just under 7 minutes left to play here in the second period.
There, Sam. Tons of contact. If anything, it would have been on the Indians, I think, on the push, but they
physical
called out of
basketball on
bounds.
the baseline underneath. You're exactly right. They go to the right side to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse working back to the stripe. Now they'll give it up, and it'll be Woodall. He's going to force the foul, and it's going to be called on number 24, which is Jackson Hightower, which is his second. So again, Armuchee picking up right where they left off in the first period as far as the foul trouble. The check-in will go to Zane Diamond Paisley. They'll go back to Prather with it. Prather goes to ZDP off of the left wing. Thought about a three, pulled it down, goes to Robertson. Robertson, another long shot. Here it comes off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Armuchee. They go ahead to Cochran with the two-handed soft jam. And that's his 8th of the night. 23-13, a 10-point lead for the Dogs. Prather with it, going to drive the lane off the glass, no good. But the rebound taken by Woodall. Woodall kicks out to Diamond Paisley. He's going to drive the baseline, the floater up, no good. Rebound taken by Armuchee.
Question is, can Cedartown keep Armuchee from going on an offensive run? Right now, they're open for a three on the left side, no good. Rebound goes to Cedartown's number 1, Hayden Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse will give it up to Prather. Prather going to try to bring it across the timeline for the Dogs and settle the offense down. Slows everything down. Going to work off of a high ball screen set there by Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse thought about cutting the lane. Prather goes to the right side. Robertson has to work it to ZDP. Knocked away but picked up. Now they'll go back to Diamond Paisley off the glass. The sweet kiss is good from ZDP, and it's 25-13.
Yes, sir.
It'll be Pethel with it. The general of this Armuchee offense across the timeline. He's going to work to the left side. They go off the high ball screen. It's still by Woodall. Woodall will give it up to Diamond Paisley, left side. Off the wing, the three ball. No good. Off the front of the iron. Armuchee's Pethel goes to the left side. They'll come back to Pethel with it now. Top of the key goes to Cochran. Cochran on the handoff there, right at the half-court line.
Must have been touched by Cedartown because it went across.
He's going to try to drive every defender. The shot is up. No good. Contested by Woodall, but the putback is good.
10-point game now, 25-15. 4:45 to play here in the first half.
As long as we can keep it right at a 10-point cushion, we're good to go. ZDP with it now. Right side, timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Cedartown exploded early and they have a 10-point lead, 25-15. Armuchee kind of caught back up a little bit. They're on a 6-5 run. So Cedartown trying to match up with a 1-point difference there. So Dogs are going to try to keep it going here. Dogs will have the inbounds pass.
Colton Prather will check it in from the far sideline. Gets it into Zane Diamond Paisley. He's going to take it right to the top of the key. Going to work to his left. Going to go to Thomas Robertson. What a cut and what a block there by Cochran.
Look out, cheerleaders. They weren't paying attention. That ball was right at them.
It'll stay Cedartown basketball. We'll get it back with 17 on the shot clock. Prather will check it in from the baseline. Gets it out to Thomas Robertson. Robertson, Zane Diamond Paisley at the Armuchee A. Now he's going to go to the left side. Hold up at the top of the key. Going to work to his right. Tries to work off of a screen set by Woodall. Woodall cuts the lane off the glass, and it's good.
Yes, sir.
Jacavian Woodall with a heck of a screen there, and then would just cut down the lane and take it in. And it's 27-15, back to a 12-point lead.
Thing of beauty right there.
Cochran with it. The 360 spin in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound taken by Armuchee. Again, shot no good. Offensive rebound. The putback is good this time by Cochran. And he is the scoring machine for Armuchee. Cuts it back to a 10-point lead. Off Rittenhouse.
I'm telling you, though, that looked like Armuchee might have gotten away with one right there. Trying to get it, trying to screen that deflected ball out of bounds, but the official on the opposite side was the only one who had a really good eye on it, and they called out on Cedartown, Armuchee basketball.
Price checks back in. Thomas Robertson will get a break. It'll be Pethel on the left side. Picked up his dribble, has to get help. Cothran in a steal by Rittenhouse. Hayden Rittenhouse comes away with the steal, gives it up to Prather. We've got the numbers. We're going to go to the right side. Prather goes to Woodall. Woodall to Rittenhouse. The three. Good. Hayden Rittenhouse from downtown. 30-17 your score. Dogs on top. Wood with it. Going to try to work around Price. Has to shoot over him. No good. Rebound is going to be taken by Zane Diamond Paisley. He'll bring it down the floor for the Dogs. Across the timeline. Going to go to the right side. Prather now top of the key, working back to his left. He's going to try to drive the lane. Splits a couple of defenders. The shot was up, and it was no good.
A lot of contact.
Armuchee came down with a rebound, so it's Wood. Now he's going to work off of the right wing. He'll go back to the top of the key. It'll be Cothran, I should say, excuse me. Cothran tried to work off of the high ball screen. I thought he was going to pull the three, but he didn't. Gives it to Pethel, and he is going to pull the long three off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound by Wood. Wood turns. The fadeaway jumper no good, and Diamond Paisley comes away with the rebound.
Rebounding's been good for Cedartown today. The defensive rebounds turning them into points, too, as we head down the floor.
Prather in the front court for the Bulldogs. Going to work to his left side. They'll give it to Woodall. Woodall's going to hand it off to Diamond Paisley. He's going to pull up shop there. The three, and it's good. Zane Diamond Paisley shows he can hit from downtown, too. 33-17.
Boy, ZDP, I'm telling you, down low, the dunk, the three-pointer, he is everything.
They'll give it out to Pethel. Pethel going to work off that high ball screen. Rolls to the left side to Cothran. Cothran, the step-back jumper. No good. Rebound taken by number 1, Owen Burt, and a jump ball called.
Number
Price.
13, Jaquavion Waddell, Sam, got all ball. Jump ball called, possession error, Cedartown, but that was a textbook block.
Good effort there by the Bulldogs. Cedartown will force the turnover. An errant buzzer will continue on with play.
And the clock is not running.
Prather will bring it across the timeline.
Now it is.
I think everybody's in preseason form right now. That's all right. Thomas Robertson with the long three. It's no good. Rebound taken by the Indians. It'll be a Lyric Wood with it across the timeline. Left side steal by Prather. Prather's going to push it up the floor. He's going to bank it off the glass, and it's good. Colton Prather with the steal and the basket. 35-17.
Sam, he stepped right in front of it. I mean, and almost did it there, did Thomas Robertson, but he'll be called for the foul as he collided with number 3, Owen Buffington.
But you love to see the effort and the hustle out of this Cedartown lineup. And it'll be number 15 checking in for the Bulldogs, and this is Braylon Cothran.
This is, that was, by the way, Thomas's first foul, second team foul for Cedartown in this period.
They'll dish it underneath. They tried to get it to Burt, knocked away. Burt comes away with it, has to work it outside to Buffington. Buffington right side. Now he'll try to go all the way across, and Zane Diamond Paisley just picks that one cleanly out of the air.
One-man wrecking crew.
Right side to Prather. It's up, no good. Rebound, Price, the putback, no good. Rebound, the putback, no good. But he was fouled.
He sure was.
All right, let me.
He's about
get all this in now.
He's about 1.5 feet taller than anybody out there right now.
I think that's right. Price.
There's a lot going on in that play.
On the charity stripe, that one is up and that one is good.
Swish.
36-17 your score. 1:06 left to play here in the first half.
A little string music.
Price will come set. Second one on the way, and that one is no good.
Lane violation.
Lane violation. It would have been called off anyways. So we'll have some sub coming in for Armuchee in the form of number 34, which is Grayson Isham. He will check in for the Indians for the first time tonight. Armuchee's number 22, McBurnett's going to drive it down the floor, going to dish over to the right side. The three on the way, no good. And the rebound is going to be taken by Cothran. He did not waste any time at all making his presence known. The give over to Zane Diamond Paisley. Give him credit for the assist there, 38-17.
Oh, he is just absolutely killing it right now.
Over to the right side of the big Cothran. Diamond Paisley will pick him up there. He's going to try to work around him. He's going to take it to the lane. Off the glass and good for Trenton Cothran, who is carrying this Armuchee offense right now. He's the only reason they are remotely in this ball game, but it is 38-19 as we're under half minute to play here in the second period. Over to the left side, they'll go to Zane Diamond Paisley. Going to take our time. Shot clock and game clock right at the same, but Diamond Paisley, the pull-up jumper, creeps out, no good. Prather tried to get the save, and it is going to be out of bounds. It'll be Armuchee basketball.
That's close. That was really close. I thought he might have gotten the save, but he did not.
Inbounds pass goes to number 4, Griffin. Now they'll give it up. Top of the key, it's number 22, McBurnett. McBurnett going to try to drive the lane, tries to go around, dish out, and it is good from Isham, who took the pass off. And that is going to do it for your first half of play. 38-21 is your score. The Bulldogs on top of the Indians. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and talk about that first half of action. This is Cedartown.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, welcome back to Cedartown High School basketball. We're at the half, and Cedartown up 38-21. Along with Sam Branch, Andrew Carter with you here from Armuchee High School in the northern end of Floyd County. On a chilly night here, it would make sense, as we mentioned earlier, in the girls' matchup, that the temps would drop for our first basketball broadcast of the season. And the Cedartown Bulldogs are playing like it's not been their first game. They're playing quite well. They're well-oiled machine. I know that's kind of a overused term, but we're playing well, and the Dogs have the advantage here at halftime on the road, 38-21 in this preseason matchup, Sam.
A really good performance so far by Cedartown's Zane Diamond Paisley, who leads the scoring efforts for Cedartown. He's got 13 points on the night. He is 5 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the three-point range, and he's a perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. He also has 3 rebounds on the night. The rebounding machine, though, for the Bulldogs has been Kenyon Price, who has 6 rebounds and 2 points, a first-year player for Cedartown, and he is making his presence known very early. We talked a little bit about him right before the broadcast. He's going to be kind of the counterpart to Quinlan Cothran as far as height-wise, playing that low post position for the Dogs. Of course, Cedartown playing without Quinlan Cothran, playing without Isaiah Johnson, playing without Aston Turner, and playing without Davion Smith, who are all a part of that Cedartown football team, which will be in action tomorrow night. Hayden Rittenhouse also with double-digit figures already in this one. He's got 12 on the night. Thomas Robertson with 4. Jacavion Woodall also with 4. Colton Prather, who's been running the offense for Cedartown, kind of the quarterback of this basketball squad so far. He's got 3 on the night. Kenyon, like I said, with 2 points, and that rounds out your scoring summary for Cedartown in this first half play. Cedartown shooting 66.7% from the stripe, 52% from the floor, and just at 36% there from three-point range. So although you would love to see some of those numbers up a little bit higher, you have to be very happy so far with not just the offensive performance so far for Cedartown, but also the defensive performance, holding Armuchee to just 21 points. And the lion's share of those 21 points has come from Trenton Cawthron, who has 12 points so far on the night for Armuchee. So more than half.
It's good for over half of their points.
And, that's really where their offensive production has come from. Will Pethel, who you would think would be right there in that category with Cawthron, he's been quiet so far. Only 2 points on the night for that young man, but he is running the offense for Armuchee and so far doing a good job with what Cedartown's defense has been throwing at him. But like you said, a commanding lead here in the first half of play. 38-21 is your score. Cedartown looking to pick up another thrilling victory here at Armuchee High School. You talked about it right before the tip-off. This is where things started for the Dogs last year, as they would pick up their first win of the season here on the road. Their first official game of the season will be Tuesday night, as we will head south. We will go to Bremen High School, home of the Blue Devils, to take on both squads, girls and boys. Tip-off of that game. Girls game will be 6 o'clock, followed by the boys game, which will hopefully be around 7:30. Of course, we will be there bringing you all of the live play-by-play coverage of Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big AA. Tomorrow night, you will be on the call along with Frank Burgess Jr., Joe McClendon, and Bill Lundy, as we will have round one of the Georgia High School Association football playoff. Cedartown hosting Cambridge. We'll talk a lot about that during our pregame show, which will be at 6 o'clock.
I can't wait to hear Coach's
He's been doing a lot of research.
He's been watching a lot of film.
Digging. Yep.
I actually did watch the end of the of that Blessed Trinity Cambridge game, and we're definitely in for a fight tomorrow night at the Dock. So hope you come out to the ball game, because this is our last guaranteed home game. More than likely, it will be our last home game, because it's probably going to be number one seeds from here on out. Of course, Cedartown ended up as runner-up in Region 7. This team out of Region 6 was just a few seconds away from a region championship themselves. Well, Cedartown is back out on the floor. Before we take our next break, we wanted to let you know of something new we're going to be doing this year, along with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Shane Petty, their leader for Polk County. After every ball game, girls and boys, we're going to have a player of the game, an FCA player of the game, and what we'll do is you and I will choose that, and it's based on the pillars of the FCA message, and we'll be doing that after every ball game. So it's not necessarily the player that has the most points, not necessarily the player that had the best game, but the player that showed the best attitude. And that's just as important as your top scorer. And if it just so happens to be your top scorer, well, that's great too. But we'll start doing that in our season opener Tuesday night when we take on the Bremen Blue Devils on the road. That'll be a 6 o'clock start for that for the girls and a 7:30 start for the boys. And we hope you'll join us here on the Big AA. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the second half action after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Come see Michelle Rupert, your local State Farm insurance agent. 770-748-8771. Located at 607 North Main Street in Cedartown.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we're about to begin the third period. Cedartown leading 38-21. It'll be the Armuchee Indians as we flip into the floor.
Wood's going to inbound it. Gives it to Bethel, and a foul very quickly. It's going to be on Colton Prather. That's going to be just his first.
And I mean very quickly.
2 seconds in, basically.
Surprised me.
So we'll do it again. Inbounds pass will come from the sideline there. They'll get it into Prather. Or Bethel, over to the right side. Now it's going to be Cothran's going to drive. That one's blocked, knocked away by Price, and it is Colton Prather that comes away with the rebound. Now they'll go to the right side to Robertson. Robertson drives lane, gives to Price, and we are calling the basket off. There's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot, and it's going to be on number 24 for Armuchee. That is Jackson Hightower. And by my calculation, Andrew, that is his third. Inbounds pass goes to Robertson. Robertson to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse top of the key, going to drive the lane. Dish over to Robertson. Robertson from the baseline tries to give it to Price. Knocked away. Rittenhouse picks up the loose ball. Robertson was left all alone, and he can't get it to go off the glass. Rebound was taken by Armuchee.
That point's written all over it, but we just couldn't complete it there at the end.
That's one he's going to make 99.9% of the time. Bethel with it, out to the dish over to the left side. They're going to drive baseline, tries to go behind the back pass to Bethel, and the basketball's in the stands. It's in the stands.
It's just about to me.
Andrew Carter about to make a Sports Center top 10 play, but
I promise you it was by accident.
Digressed. Inbounds pass goes to Prather. Checked in by Diamond Paisley. Over to the left side now is Prather. The handoff goes to Zane Diamond Paisley. Top of the key. Left side now to Colton Prather, who's been running this Cedartown offense well. Diamond Paisley unguarded underneath, but then it was number 22, McBurnett, that came crashing in at the last moment to knock that one away.
Yeah, rejected it.
Cedartown will get the ball back on the baseline. 7 minutes left to play here in this third period. Inbounds pass is going to come from Prather. It goes to Robertson. Thomas Robertson on the left side. He'll give it up to Diamond Paisley. Going to go to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse, top of the key. Going to work to his left. Zane Diamond Paisley on the left wing. Now he's going to try to work around Will Bethel. He has to go to the left side to Robertson. The cut now to Diamond Paisley. Baseline. Pulls the kiss off the glass, and it's good.
Beautiful, beautiful job right there, and a great fake there to get around the defense. 40-21, Cedartown leads.
It'll be Bethel, brings it across the timeline. Going to work the far side of the court now. Back to the middle, over to the left side. 3 ball on the way. No good there from McBurnett. Tracked down by Hightower. Hightower gives it back to Bethel. Bethel's going to try to drive the lane, putting it on the floor. 360 spin off the back of the iron. No good. Goaltending call. Good call. Cedartown players called it before the whistle was blown, but they were right on the money with it. 6:16 left to play here in the third. Diamond Paisley will check it in to Prather. Prather right at the Armuchee logo. Going to work to his right. They'll give it up to Thomas Robertson. Robertson, left side to Rittenhouse. Pulls the 3. No good. Off the back of the iron. Too strong. Rebound taken by Armuchee. Bethel will give it up. They'll go to Cothran with it on the left side. Going to work off the wing. Now top of the key. He's going to merge to his right. And now gives to Bethel. Bethel top of the key. Going to work to the left. They tried to give the baseline. Cut. Couldn't get it to go. Caught it on the out-of-bounds line, and it is going to be a turnover. Armuchee Cedartown basketball.
He had tried to bounce it off of Cedartown, but when he did that, his foot was on the line, so Cedartown gets the ball anyway.
Couldn't get it to go. We'll take it. Colton Prather Brings it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Near side. Now to the left side, they'll go to Rittenhouse. He's going to work off the wing, tries to get around Hightower. He has to go to the right side now, other end of the court. It is Robertson, good, just inside the arc. Thomas Robertson hits a baseline jumper, 42-21.
Cedartown is hitting most of their shots right now. They're doing a great job.
Give it up to Cothran. He fires a three. That one is short. Rebound was taken there by Zane Diamond Paisley. Quickly gives it up.
And then defensive boards have been excellent.
Prather tries to drive, loses the handle. It was knocked away. Armuchee has a defender that moved quickly. Transition was all by himself. The shot was no good. Contested there by Zane Diamond Paisley. Price comes away with the rebound. It's ZDP now. He's going to drive the lane, the floater, and it's up, and it's good.
Pretty.
Man, he has got a nice touch on the basketball tonight.
44-21.
Just under 5 left to play here in the third period. Left side is going to be McBurnett gives it up. Yeah, Hayden Rittenhouse just comes away with the steal, gives it to Robertson. Back to Rittenhouse, and it's good. A soft little lay in there, fingertip roll from Hayden Rittenhouse. Pushes it to a 46-21 lead for the Dogs. Pethel with it off the left wing, trying to work around Prather. Prather's sticking to him like glue. Now they're going to try to work off of a screen. They do so on the baseline, and we got a foul call on Pethel. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. I think they're going to get Price with it.
I think so.
And they will. That's his second of the night, and that is Will Pethel's first trip to the charity stripe this evening. He is still scoreless in this game, if you can believe it.
Cedartown's going to bring in a couple. Jacavian Woodall is one. See who the other one is here in a moment. First free throw, no good. It will be also number 10, Jamarius Woodall.
So the Woodalls both on the floor as Price and Rittenhouse will get a breather. Still got ZDP as well as Colton Prather and Rittenhouse on the floor. Robertson. That second one is up, and it is good. That is Pethel's first point of the night and the first point in the second half for this Armuchee squad. Woodall with it on the left side off the pass from Prather. Now they'll go to Robertson. They try to cut it underneath to Zane Diamond Paisley. It was knocked away by Armuchee, and it'll be Wood that'll come away with it. He'll give it up to Trenton Cothran. Cothran going to try to drive, knocked away by Woodall, but then he got his own rebound back was Cothran, and the basket is good. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Cedartown leads 46-24 with 3:57 left to play here in the third period. Sam, the Bulldogs playing really good early on.
Listen, they're not the only ones that are living La Vida Loca right now. 46-24. The Dogs' offense is on fire.
I see what you did there.
It is being carried by Zane Diamond Paisley, but if you look on the other side of the sheet, Armuchee's offense, Andrew, without Trenton Cothran would be non-existent. Cothran with 14 of Armuchee's 24 points. He was, of course, there on the last basket for the Indians. Armuchee coming out of the timeout. They're going to have a full court press, and Cedartown will inbound it from the opposite side of the floor off the baseline.
That's what, 60% of their offense?
Yeah, you got that right. Inbounds pass goes to Diamond Paisley, who gives it to Woodall. Can't get it to roll off the glass, and the rebound is taken by Armuchee. Thomas Robertson, though, playing tough defense on him. Pauses him momentarily, but now it's Cothran. He's going to drive the lane. He gets that one to go. Again, no answer right now for the Bulldogs for number 30, Trenton Cothran. But Cedartown still with a 20-point lead, 46-26. Colton Prather with it, going to work to the left side now.
Dogs have got to box him out, keep him from scoring, and let somebody else try their hand.
Thomas Robertson goes back to Prather. Prather top of the key, left side. ZDP steps in, backs out, now goes to Robertson. Robertson to Woodall. Woodall on the baseline. He's going to go to Woodall now to the outside. They'll kick out. Prather drives the lane. The floater off the back of the iron, no good, and a foul is going to be called underneath on Cedartown's number 10, Jamarius Woodall.
Yeah, and I think that was the correct call there. He was trying to get the ball in midair, and end up slapping face more than he did the ball. That'll be his third foul.
Armuchee will inbound it from the Cedartown baseline. They'll check it into Will Pethel. Pethel running the show for this Indians offense once again. Year after year, a part of this Armuchee squad. Over to the left side, got away with the travel there. They'll dish it over. Number 3 with the jumper, that's Buffington. Can't get that one to go. The putback, no good. Woodall came away with the rebound, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Armuchee. It'll be Cedartown basketball with 2:45 left to play here in the third period. It'll be Jacavian Woodall who will check it in for Cedartown. Gets it into Colton Prather. You have to think that once Davion Smith returns for the Bulldogs, he will be running the offense some for Cedartown. Prather and Smith, I'm sure, will share that responsibility. A 3 on the way from Rittenhouse off the back of the iron. No good, too strong. Rebound by Prather. Prather kick back out again to Rittenhouse. A whistle and a foul, and we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Thomas Robertson there on that little floater got hit in midair, and it's a definite foul there on Armuchee. That'll be their third of the period.
This one was called on number 3, Owen Buffington. First free throw attempt on the way from Robertson off the front of the iron, no good.
And that was Buffington's first foul of this ball game.
Robertson comes set. Second free throw attempt, also no good. Rebound taken by Cedartown and then lost out of bounds, but it'll stay Bulldogs basketball.
Let me tell you what happened there. Jacavian Woodall there was able to get that ball as he was falling out of bounds, threw it off of a Armuchee player, and that's the reason Cedartown has possession right now.
Inbounds pass goes directly to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse to Robertson, 3, just short. Stuck it there in the corner. Rebound taken by Armuchee. It'll be McBurnett, going to work to the left side. Gets double teamed, knocked away almost by Woodall. But they get it back. It's Pethel. He's going to try the long 3 from the lane. No good. Or from the wing, I should say. And it is Prather that comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Robertson. Robertson to Woodall. Off the back of the iron, no good. Got his own rebound. The putback again, no good. Again, no good. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage in play. It's going to be a foul on the floor.
They're going to get Woodall on the foul.
Yep. And
4 times.
Be his first.
Yeah, 4 times we were unable to get that shot to go. And the Indians will have it. So 1:48 to play, Sam, in the third period.
It'll be Buffington that'll check it in. Cedartown not pressing with a 20-point lead here in the second half of play. Pethel across the timeline. Whistle on the floor.
Yeah, the clock never started.
Having some clock issues tonight, so we will do it all over again. So 1:45 officially on the clock. The check-in will come from the far sideline, and it'll go into number 4, Carter Griffin. Griffin's going to work to the left side, and that one's knocked away by Zane Diamond Paisley out of bounds. It'll stay Armuchee basketball. This will be number 3, Buffington will check it in from the near sideline over near the corner of the baseline. Checks it in, gets it to McBurnett. McBurnett on the left wing. Now he's going to work to his right. They give it up to Cothran. Cothran from right outside the free throw line. The pull-up jumper, no good. And the rebound is taken by Jamarius Woodall. Woodall goes ahead to Robertson. Robertson left side to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse working off the wing. Runs into a defender there. Has to bounce it back outside to Robertson. Now Rittenhouse baseline. And they are going to say foul committed. Yeah. Is it going to be 1 on no? Who you got? It's got to be 30 because I think it's 30. He held up a 3, but it had another number with it, so it's got to be on Trenton Cothran.
They put 22 on the board up there, but I don't know if that's correct.
Well, I'll give it to 22. It's all right with me. It's going to be Woodall on the right side. He's going to give it to Rittenhouse. And they're going to get him for a travel in the lane that was questionable at best.
Yeah, it was. He was falling down. One could argue maybe pushed down, but...
Well, he had 3 Armuchee defenders around him. There's not a lot you can do with it. Not a lot at all. Griffin over to the right side, gives it up to Cothran, and it is off his chest and out of bounds. Cedartown basketball. Another forced turnover by that stingy Bulldog defense. But we are in a scoring drought. Neither team scoring here in the last minute or so. It's stuck at a 20-point lead for the Dogs. 46-26, Diamond Paisley. Right side, Robertson with a three, in and out. No good. Rebound by Woodall, and no, they're going to get him for the foul. Going to say he got the push. That is going to be his second. That is going to be the 5th team foul on this Cedartown Bulldogs defense here in the third period. So Armuchee will head to the bonus charity stripe.
It'll be 2 shots, I believe.
Yep, and it is going to be number 4, Carter Griffin, to the free throw line for 2. This will be his first trip of the evening. Griffin gets set. First shot is good. 46-27. Cuts it to a 19-point lead as Braylon Cothran will check in for Cedartown. Griffin comes set. And the shot is up and it's good. So 2 for 2 from the stripe, and it's 46-28. Dogs still with a firm lead over this Armuchee Indian squad here as we're under a minute to play left in the third. Hayden Rittenhouse fires the 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Armuchee.
Yeah, suddenly we're ice cold shooting.
Over to the right side. That pass broken up by Colton Prather. Knocks it out of bounds. Drake Ballard was trying to work it to Buffington. Buffington will now inbound it from the near sideline. We've got some subs coming in for the Dogs. It'll be number 20, DJ Pace, who will check in for Jacavion Woodall. The inbounds pass goes to number 4, Griffin. Griffin over to the right side. They'll give it up to Ballard. Ballard, Buffington. Back over to Griffin. Griffin's going to try to drive the lane, and we've got a foul. No, a travel call on the Indians. So another forced turnover there by the Bulldogs defense, and we'll get the ball back with 26 and a half left to play here in the third period. Inbounds pass will go to Prather. Going to take his time. Shot clock is off. We got all the time in the world, young man. Take your time. He'll hold up at the Armuchee logo. Left side, Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley will give it to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse tries to cut it to Pace. They have to go back outside to Prather. Prather will commit the turnover on the travel, and it'll give the Indians the ball back with 4.1 on the clock. 26-48 your score. Inbounds pass will go to number 4, Carter Griffin. Griffin's going to take a long 3 off the top of the backboard, and no good. We'll go to the fourth period. Dogs on top, 46-28, back after this 60-second break.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
The Dogs will have it start this fourth period of play. The final 8 minutes here from Armuchee High School, just north of the Mount Berry Square Mall. Prather over to the right side. Zane Diamond Paisley now from the free throw line. That one is up and no good. Rebound taken by the Indians. It'll be number 22, McBurnett, over to the right side. They'll give it up to Trenton Cothran, who has been carrying this Indian squad over the left side now to Pethel. Pethel working off the baseline. Going to go back outside to Cothran, top of the key. He's going to work to the right. The dish over to McBurnett. The step back 3, no good. hit off the top of the backboard, and so that will be a turnover. Cedartown will get the ball back.
Pretty good misdirection pass there by Armuchee, but unfortunately for them, the shot did not go, and the turnover goes to the Dogs.
So it'll be Colton Prather with it. Crosses the timeline, right side now to Robertson. Robertson, he's going to go top the key, left side now to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse goes to ZDP, going to work around a couple of defenders. The handoff goes back to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse working off the right wing. Gives it up to Zane Diamond Paisley, and a steal there by Trenton Cothran. Cothran is going to drive. The layup off the glass, good.
I'll tell you what, Armuchee is outscoring us here in the last 5 minutes or so, and they cut it to a 16-point game.
3 on the way from Rittenhouse, and it's good. That's a
anymore.
Good way to answer there from Hayden Rittenhouse. The leadership in the corner.
49-30.
It'll be Pethel across the timeline. He's going to work to the right side. The handoff goes to Cothran. Cothran top of the key. Gets double teamed. Has to give it up. They tried to get it to Wood on the baseline. Knocked away. Picked up by Robertson. Robertson will pick it up and give it to Prather. Prather far side now. Going to work off of the left wing. Going to try to go around Pethel. He's going to get around and split a defender. Now has to give it up to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse, the behind the back there type. Off the glass, no good, out of bounds, and it'll be Armuchee basketball.
I think it was off of Price as he was trying to kind of, I don't know if he was trying to rebound it more than he was to deflect it away from the basket, but it went out of bounds instead, and Armuchee will have it. 49-30, 6:10 to play here in the ballgame.
Check-in goes to a Lyric Wood, who gives it right back to Will Pethel. Pethel at the A. Going to try to work around a high ball screen there. Now they have to give it up to McBurnett. McBurnett off the baseline. The floater, no good. In and out of the hands of Rittenhouse. Tried to go for the rebound. It'll be Armuchee basketball. Colton McBurnett will do the duties. Off of the baseline. The inbounds pass. It goes to Hightower. Hightower runs into a high tower of Price. They have to kick it back out. Shot was no good. Rebound taken by Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley will work around some traffic. Gets it across over to the left side now to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse tries to give it to Price. Knocked away. Picked up by Armuchee. It'll be Pethel. He's going to go around Zane Diamond Paisley. Now the handoff to Hightower. Hightower no good. They're going to get Price on the foul.
And Price is a junior, so he's not a freshman, but as far as his experience, at least I've seen in this program for Cedartown, he's still kind of developing and growing and trying to get his basketball legs out there, committing the foul, and then, of course, on the other side, not getting a rebound.
First one on the way from Hightower is no good. This is his first trip to the charity stripe. Woodall will come in and retrieve Price. So Jacavian Woodall checking in for Cedartown, and it'll be Hightower with his second attempt of the trip and the night. It is up, and it is no good. Off the side, did not draw iron, just off the glass. So that'll be Cedartown basketball. 5:31 left to play here at Armuchee High School, home of the Indians. Cedartown with the 19-point lead on the road. Preseason scrimmage basketball here. 49-30 is your score. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. We appreciate those of you joining us. Hayden Rittenhouse off of the left wing. He's going to try to work around a ball screen. We didn't get it set, but he's still able to work it over to Robertson. Robertson goes to Prather. Prather off the wing. The cut now to Robertson. Off the glass, no good, and they're going to get a foul called. And Thomas Robertson is going to head back to the free throw line. They got number 24, Hightower, and according to my records, Andrew, that would be his fourth of the night.
I would count those as pretty accurate. Free throws up and in from number 2, Thomas Robertson.
That pushes it to a 20-point lead for the Dogs. 50-30 is your score. Second one on the way from the young man, and that one is good as well. 51-30 is your score here as Jamarius Woodall will check in for Robertson. So he'll get a little bit of a break. The inbounds pass goes to McBurnett. McBurnett is going to give it to Cothran. Cothran goes right back to McBurnett with it. He's going to take it all the way off the baseline and gets that one to fall. That's the first points from somebody not numbered 30 in the white and blue in a long time. That one counted for Colton McBurnett. It'll be Prather with it now over to the right side. They'll give it up to Woodall. Woodall trying to go back underneath the Rittenhouse. Loose ball picked up. It'll be Colton Colton Prather was trying to get the block there, but the two-handed jam from Trenton Cochran, it finds its way home, and it's 51-34. 4.5 left to play. Prather gives it to Woodall. Woodall outside to ZDP. The three, no good. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs, but been thrown away. Back to Armuchee. That one is knocked out of bounds.
Yeah,
Colton Prather.
Yeah, good job there by Prather to knock that out. Good defensive play there and forcing Armuchee to send it inbounds.
They were quickly going in transition again. The inbounds pass will come from the baseline. They'll check it into Cochran. He's going to drive the lane through every Cedartown defender on the floor. Rebound momentarily was taken by Zane Diamond Paisley, but Cochran picked it up, and he was in traffic, and we've got a stoppage in play. We're going to have a foul called on number 13, Jacavian Woodall. That's going to be his third. McBurnett will check it in. They go to Cochran with it. Cochran left side now to Pethel. The three from the left wing is no good. Rebound is taken by McBurnett. Now they cut it to Cochran, who is driving in from the lane, and he gets that one to go.
15-point game, and Coach Cherry calls time. No, yes, he will. We'll take it with him. It'll be a 30-second break. 3:56 to play in the ballgame. Cedartown 51, Armuchee 36. This 30-second break. Back after this.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
3:56 to play, 51-36, Cedartown in control, and we'll have the ball in the inbounds pass. It goes into number 12, Colton Prather, Sam.
Checks it in. Prather will handle the duties, bringing it down the floor, going to work to the right side. Getting the call in from Coach Cherry. The high ball screen set.
And that's they're going to call it an illegal screen, I think.
So it will be Armuchee basketball. Checked in goes to Pethel. Pethel gave it to Wood, but right back to Pethel now to the left side. It'll be McBurnett. He tries to drive the lane. The dish over to Hightower. Hightower goes to Cochran. Cochran over on the right side. Kicks back out. Top of the key is Will Pethel. He's going to work around Thomas Robertson. Now Woodall picks him up. Knocked away, picked up by Hightower. Now it's Cochran, the three from the right side. Short off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound goes to Jacavian Woodall. So he'll give it up to Prather. Prather going to bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in this one. Prather top the key, left side. They give it up to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse back to Prather. Prather trying to work around Hightower. Top of the key. Now he's going to drive the lane at the free throw line. Has to kick over. It'll be a three on the way from Robertson. That one is just long. No good. Rebound taken by Armuchee. Cochran quickly. Baseline off the back of the glass. Good.
I think Armuchee called time. 51-38 the score. 2:44 to play. Let's take this 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back, Cedartown basketball in the Big Double A. Cedartown leads 51-38. The Indians on a 10-5 run. They've outscored us by 5 points here lately, and the Bulldogs are looking for an answer here. And a good timeout, I think, even though Armuchee called it. Sam, I think it was probably a good timeout for Cedartown as well to kind of regroup a little bit, because Armuchee now trails by only, see, it's 51-38. They're down by 13.
Close game here as we come down to the final few minutes.
Need to wake up this offense for
Full
Cedartown.
court press and a steal. It'll be Pethel. Pethel, block. Rittenhouse got a hand on it. Loose ball picked up by Cawthorn. He's going to fire the three. No good. And the rebound is taken by Rittenhouse. So Hayden Rittenhouse will give it up to ZDP. Now on the other side, Diamond Paisley's going to pick it up at the free throw line. Back outside to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse will give it back over. The handoff goes to Cawthorn. Or excuse me, Prather. Prather has it knocked out of his hand by Wood. It'll say Cedartown basketball. 2:15 left to play. 51-38 is your score. Inbounds pass will go to Robertson. Robertson going to give it right back to Prather. Prather from the logo will go to the right side. Tries to get around McBurnett. Putting up a good stand, but Prather drives it to the glass and gets it to go.
That's just what we needed.
Good
right there.
answer there by the Dogs.
I'm telling you what, 53-38, under 2 to play.
It'll be Will Pethel with it off the left side. He's going to work back to the top of the key, now to the middle of the floor. It'll be Cawthorn. He's going to drive the lane, gets that one to go. That young man has been trouble all night. Inbounds pass goes to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse back to Colton Prather. Prather will give it up to Rittenhouse. Trying to break the full court press of this Armuchee defense. They give it to Prather. Rittenhouse is down in the backcourt, but they go to Price. Price, the easy one off the glass, and it's good, 55-40.
That's just what we needed. Puts us back up by 15 with a minute 27 to go.
Big man showing the soft hands there down low. It'll be Cawthorn, kicks outside to McBurnett. McBurnett, top of the key, thought about a three, pulls back. Hightower, the jumper from the free throw line, no good. Price comes away with the rebound. They'll give it up to ZDP, who will go to Prather with it. Colton Prather now, the Bulldogs floor general, slowing things down as we come up with only a minute left to play. Timeout called on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Bulldogs on top, 55-40. Back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
66 seconds remaining in this contest. Cedartown should win this preseason scrimmage. And you can credit the good coaching that this team is receiving. Coach Cherry, in his second season at the helm of the Bulldogs, has really disciplined this team into playing fundamentally sound basketball. And that's one thing we talked about a lot last year, Sam, and it's even better this year.
It is. A lot of improvement you've seen throughout the past season with this Cedartown squad, and it is definitely carrying over into year 2 of Coach Cherry's tenure here. Over to the left side, the check-in will go quickly. It'll go to Woodall. Woodall, top of the key, kicks over to Cawthorn. Cawthorn will get it to number 10, Jamarius Woodall. He's going to work it back to Braylon Cawthorn. Braylon Cawthorn now top of the key. Looking for some help, picked up his dribble. They get it to Woodall. Woodall from the left wing. He's going to drive. The shot high off the glass, no good. And the rebound was taken by Armuchee. It'll be Pethel, left side, going to try to work down to the baseline. He's double teamed there, has to kick out to Cawthorn. Cawthorn, he's going to drive. Nice, nifty little shot for that young man there to cap off a scoring night for him as we have a whistle right at 30 seconds left to play. A foul called on Armuchee. It'll go against number 22, Colton McBurnett, for his third. Inbounds pass will come from the far sideline. We check it in the backcourt to ZDP. He'll give it up to Cawthorn, and we've got a travel called as Braylon Cawthorn was trying to show off his wheels in front of everybody and got a little too fancy with it. So the Texas two-step will turn it over with 25.4 left. Inbounds pass will go to Pethel. Pethel, top of the key, going to work off the high ball screen from Hightower. Has to give it up to Cawthorn. Cawthorn, the dish over to the left side to McBurnett. McBurnett's going to try to drive the baseline. Behind the back shot, no good. Rebound, taken there by Woodall. Cavian Woodall, there we go, out of bounds, knocked away. Last touch by Armuchee with 6.6 on the ticker. Cedartown going to score a win here in preseason scrimmage play, hoping to repeat a similar result a week from today when we will play Armuchee in regular season. Inbounds pass stolen by McBurnett. He's going to take it off high off the glass. That's a putback slam. Finds its way home from Trenton Cothran. He'll put an exclamation point on his night, but it'll come up in a losing effort as Armuchee will fall to our Cedartown Bulldogs by a final score of 55-44. Andrew, let's take just a 60-second break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up from Armuchee High School. Back after this 60-second break.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Come see Michelle Rupert, your local State Farm insurance agent. 770-748-8771. Located at 607 North Main Street in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, Sam, win or lose, anytime you can hear old Blue Eyes at the end of the ball game, it's a pretty good night.
The chairman of the board, Francis Albert Sinatra, Hoboken's own.
Come fly with me.
You got that right,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
The Bulldogs were flying high tonight, picking up a win here in scrimmage play as they defeated Armuchee by a final score of 55-44. Zane Diamond Paisley and Hayden Rittenhouse leading the scoring effort for Cedartown, both finishing the night with 17 points. Thomas Robertson would add 8. Colton Prather, the floor general for the Dogs tonight, would finish with 5. And Jacavian Woodall and Keenan Price would both finish tonight with 4. Offensively, as a team, Cedartown, as my voice tries to go out on me, would shoot 62.5% from the charity stripe and only 46 there from the floor. But still a very good offensive effort for the Dogs as they come away with the big win, 55-44. You like what you see, especially knowing that you're missing some very key components in the forms of Isaiah Johnson, Davion Smith, Aston Turner, and, of course, the big man, the postman, as I like to call him, Quinlan Cothran.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about things as we head into the start of the season, which will be next Tuesday as the Cedartown Bulldogs will be on the road. We'll take on the Bremen Blue Devils. 6 o'clock start for the girls, 7:30 start for the boys. Our next broadcast of Cedartown High School Sports tomorrow. Sports Talk Live pregame show live from Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Harris Field, and then kickoff of the Dogs versus the Cambridge Bears. And we'll have that for you here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network and the NFHS Network. For Sam Branch, my broadcast partner, and Gail back at the radio station manning the controls, Andrew Carter wishing you a good night and God bless from Armuchee High School, where your final score, Cedartown winning tonight in the preseason matchup, 55-44. Good night, everyone.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the